Hey, it's Jake Tatcher here, and I got in the mail a Glarry bass guitar, and they asked me to do a review on it. And here it is. It is the Glarry P bass guitar, precision bass type. Okay, you can see it right there. It's actually quite a beautiful looking guitar. I'm going to go quickly over my impressions, and then I'm going to go right to some sound samples. I'll let you listen to how it sounds in a mix. So I've recorded a couple of songs with it. We'll see what it sounds like next to a guitar. You'll hear another Glarry instrument that I have, which is a Telecaster that they sent me. So with this, my impressions when I open up the box, first off, it looks really good for I think it's a $78 or maybe $86, depending on when you get it. If you get it on sale, it's pretty cheap, but pretty good looking guitar. Look at that. The finish on it is beautiful. There's not really a lot of on the body imperfections. Just really well done finish here. It's very light, and I'll show you some problems with that lightness, but it's the positive is it's very easy to carry around. Okay. And on the other pair of on the other guitar that I received, there was some pretty crummy pickups on it. The first thing that I wanted to do with that other guitar was take out the bridge pickup and swap it for something better, and I did end up doing that, and I think it really benefited from it. But this guitar, their bass, actually these pickups are pretty nice, in my opinion. Listening to them, they sound really nice. There's not a lot of feedback in them. They're not very microphonic, which was fantastic, because the other ones, you could hear the room, and it was terrible. These ones, pretty solid. The knobs here, pretty good. Move just fine. Okay, they move the way you would expect them to. Okay, the fingerboard here is very nicely done. It's nice and smooth. There's no fret ends that I'm having to worry about. And I will say, another thing that surprised me, the barrels on this were actually well adjusted. I had adjusted it just a tiny bit to get it intonated just perfect. But if you're a beginner, then they were actually pretty close. So, I mean, it'd be a long time before it really bothered you. So that was a kudos for me, because I think a lot of guitars are shipped without being really well intonated. And especially at this price range, they just expect that you're going to either take care of it yourself or take it in. But no, these were actually pretty close. So I did lower the action just a bit. It was pretty high, but I mean, that's to be expected, and that's a really easy thing to do. The headstock looks like this. I will say on the Telecaster that I bought, I hated the headstock, the look of it. This one is just a little bit different. It has more of a rounded edge right here, and I don't mind it at all. I think it looks nice. The Glarry symbol is over there. I was thinking when I was going to get this, I would paint over it and do a blue matching headstock to the body, but I don't think so. I think it looks just fine, and I think I'm just going to leave it as is. The one big thing that I found that may need some fixing, may need some swapping, is the tuners here were pretty gritty. So I don't know what I'm going to do that. I might just see if I can oil it and it'll do better. If the oil fixes the problem, then that's fantastic. Their holding tune, okay. It's just the movement was really gritty and really tight. So I didn't really like that. Like two of the tuners, I think this one and this one did just fine, but this one and this one were just really they felt like they'd rusted or something, and obviously they haven't. They're brand new, and I think they actually sell their tuners. So, I mean, they have them that they manufacture. They're not old, but they just didn't. They didn't feel good to me. If you look at its neck, it's pretty thick. You've heard that on every single um, video that you've watched before watching my video, I'm sure. Um, but it's not bad. It feels good. Actually, it feels nice. I like the way this neck plays. Another thing, a cosmetic issue. Really, it is to me purely cosmetic because I can still play it just fine. The neck here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some scoring marks on it. You might not be able to see it. I don't have a high definition camera right here. There's scoring marks all along the neck from some rough sanding. They didn't do a finished sanding process, and if they had just spent the maybe 10 minutes extra to finish sand this down, it would be a phenomenal neck. That's my opinion. It would have been great. It would have felt good. I know that they use a light coat of something to finish the neck, but it really doesn't feel finished. It just feels like wood. I might not. I'm not sure at this point if I'm going to do anything to this guitar. I might put some gunstock oil on it to finish it, but then again, actually, it really plays well, and you'll hear the sound of it, but just it's very easy. I enjoyed picking it up, playing it, recording it, and yeah, so for me, I'm a modder. I like to take stuff out and mod all of my guitars. At some point, I may do that to this guitar, but I tell you what, when I got the Telecaster, the first thing I wanted to do was start modding it. I wanted to take out I needed to take out that bridge pickup. I needed to get rid of the neck pickup. The neck pickup wasn't too bad on the Telly, but I still wanted something better. The tuners weren't the best, and like there were lots of things that I wanted to change on it. It was functional, but if I wanted to do any recording or play it for a long time without being driven crazy, I needed to change things out. This one is actually not the case. What I find here is an instrument that I can play right out of the box, works just fine, sounds just fine. At some point I may change out the pickups, the bridge, maybe not. I don't know if it needs it. Here's my bottom line with this guitar. If you are a beginner or just someone that wants to play around with the bass, this is actually a really, really good purchase. Like if I were to give it a rating, a grade on a school scale, I would give this a solid B plus, A minus. The only issues that I have are the tuners and the neck, and I'm giving it that rating based on the price. Okay, so obviously this is not a $500 or $1,000 bass or anything, but for an $80 bass to play as well as this bass plays, you've got a fantastic deal right here. I will show you, I talked about the weight a little bit. The weight is nice and light, but it is neck heavy. And I'll show you. So you toss the strap on here, okay, and you let go, and it's gonna drop. There you go. That is probably the single biggest flaw on this, is how neck heavy it is. But if you're playing like this, sitting down with it on your knee, you're fine. And if you're standing, you're gonna have to hold it. Those are your issues. Those are kind of first world problems, right? You've got a fantastic playing bass, and you have to hold it to make it stay still. Not too bad of an issue. Okay? All right, so that is the overview of the bass itself. I'm going to show you some sound samples of it that I've recorded, and I hope you enjoy them. And if you are looking at a Glarry, my official word is go ahead, pull the trigger.
Well, Siri, 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 can you help me find some love? It's been so long, I'm on the edge of giving up. You know everything, and I am just a schmuck. Is there an app for that? I'd be willing to spend a buck. Well, it's been so hard, and I've been all alone, and now I'm so desperate, I'm talking to my phone. Siri, 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 Siri. Well, Siri, 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 can you help me find a girl? Tell me, tell me, tell me, I am not alone in the world. Siri, 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 can you help me find my place? I need something real, don't give me angry birds in space. Siri, 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 Siri.